Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, 2020. And so as you can see, Max is right here with me because he is always up my butt because that's what he does. Chickens are out talking. Alright, so I want to jump right into the topic of this video. 20 million Chinese are quarantined in right now. There's 2 cities right now that I know for sure that have been locked down. I've heard that it has increased, and I don't know for sure 100% yet, but I heard it's 5 cities that have been quarantined, and that it is there's 2 more they're considering. Now that information, I don't have 100% guaranteed on that yet, but I do know that right now there are 2 cities that are quarantined in China. They're basically 20 million people encircled, not being allowed to leave. Nobody's allowed to go in. Okay, so I want you to think about that for a second. And could that happen here in the U.S.? So, excuse me, let's think about that for a second. You have a city, the one city is 11 million people, the other city is 8 million people over in China right now that are the 2 that are locked down for sure, okay? Like I said, and again, I've heard that it's up to 5 cities that have been locked down, and that 2 others are in consideration for being locked down. But let's just go with the 2 that are locked down for right now. 20 million people collectively locked down between these 2 cities, all right? Where's the supplies going to come from? Do people have enough food stored up? Because they're not going to probably be letting caravans of food come through there. They don't want the people being in contact. So how are they going to get more food and stuff in there? So those are logistical things that need to be thought about. If you were in a city, let's say, okay, so we had our first confirmed case in Seattle, in Washington State. Let's say they decided, okay, it's too dangerous. We're locking down Seattle, Washington, the entire city, encircling it, not letting people in or out. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. People are always going to find a way to get in or out. There's always going to be that. So don't think that a lockdown is going to keep everybody contained, because it's never going to keep everybody contained. But could that happen? Could that happen here in the U.S.? It absolutely could. And again, if you are in one of those places, how ready are you for that type of a situation? If there is a pandemic happening in your city, let's say you're in the city, let's say you're in New York City. In New York City is what, 8.5 million people, Think about New York City being locked down. It could happen. And if that happens, where's everything going to come from? How are supplies going to get in? How are people still going to eat and do those type of things? So those are things to think about. How long will it be before people are turning on people? Those are other things to think about. So this situation over there, it's not real clear with everything yet at this point. But this is a situation that is a very, very scary situation. It absolutely could happen here in the United States. Like I said, we have the 1 confirmed case so far. And I think, like I said, right now it's still in this stage where we just need to pay attention to what's going on. Would I continue to add to my preps at this point? Absolutely, I would. Actually, when I do this video and get off of here today, I will be heading to the store, to be honest with you. I got a couple things that I want to pick up, but just to have on hand. So like I went today, okay, I'm going to give you a great example. So today, I went down and got my kids today. And we get together once a week, generally on Thursdays. I got to clean this a second, guys. Hold on, I'm sorry. There was stuff on there. I don't know if I got it or not. Hopefully I did. But so we get together once a week and we have lunch or breakfast. Okay. So I went down today and talked with, had lunch with my kids. Now we normally go to a mall. There's a mall over there that we normally go to, and they have a restaurant in the mall, and it's always pretty busy and stuff like that. And I said to the kids today, I said, you know what? We're going to go to this other place today. And we went to this little hideaway, out-of-the-way place that had very, very few people in there. And, that's where we did our lunch today. And that was done for a reason. Because the more people, the more congestion of stuff, you just don't know. And I'm not being paranoid doing that. It's just being cautious. And I don't think that obviously there haven't been any confirmed cases in New York yet and stuff like that. But you just don't know. And with the incubation period, I mean, like I said, I've heard everything from 2 to 3 days to 2 weeks, 10 to 15 days, so there's a lot of speculation, there's a lot of guesswork going on right now. And I think that it's something that we all need to be paying attention to, absolutely paying attention to, because if there is a pandemic breaking out and it's starting in China, and it's already in other countries, that could be a very, very dangerous situation in a hurry. And with international travel, and I've talked about that, I talked about this in my live stream last night, that, this is something that could really affect the whole world. And so as of right now, there is no cure for it. So somebody was like, oh, well, there's the Corona patent. Corona is like a blanket name that they gave for it. They don't really have a whole guaranteed way of whatever. I mean, I also heard that they were saying that they believe that it originated from some certain type of snakes that people were eating. But again, it is mutated, if you will, and now it's human to human contact. Again, how long can it last on the surface of something and be transmitted to somebody else by touch? You touch the counter, you touch your mouth, you touch your face, and the next thing you know, boom, you have this virus. So, I know that it's person to person, like if somebody sneezes or coughs and you're in that general vicinity, and you can get that, So, again, the recommendation is using precautions, being safe. But again, you need to be ready for these type of situations because we never know. That is why we prep, folks. That's why we get ready. That's why we have supplies on hand. And I've been preaching probably for a year now, food, food, food. And, I'm sure a lot of you have been listening to that and have been following up on that, but I would definitely recommend continuing to add to your food preps and being ready as much as we possibly can be. I think that it's very, very important. So, I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this. I'm going to show you the puppies over here. I definitely want to hear your feedback on this. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Can this happen here in the United States? Could we have complete cities locked down because of some kind of a virus that's causing a pandemic? Like I said, I believe that it's absolutely a very realistic thing that could happen here in the United States. Today's been a good day. It's been very mild today. You see I'm out here in a t-shirt. We were low 40s today, which has been nice. So you can see the snow melting off of the house, and I do have the fire going. You see a little bit of smoke coming off of there. I pulled 8 eggs so far today. Yesterday we ended up with only 4 total for the whole day. So yesterday was a little bit colder, but today, the birds have been out, and so far I just checked a little while ago, and I'll check one more time when I lock them up. But at this point right now, we've pulled out 8 eggs today. So I think 9 is like my record is for as far as eggs, being pulled out. But yeah, just, very, good day. Like I said, I got to spend some time with my kids. There is something coming up. I went to the school where my daughter goes, and they have an aquaponics department, and they have a greenhouse and stuff like that. So I actually got the email for a professor, and hopefully in the near future, I will be doing a video with him down there talking about aquaponics and that type of stuff. And so I obviously am very much looking forward to doing that with you guys. And so I was walking all over campus today trying to figure out who I needed to speak with and talk to and those type of things. So it was interesting. But so after we had done lunch and everything, that's what I did today, trying to figure some things out with that. But I definitely, when I get going with my own aquaponics system here, I want to make sure I'm going to do it right, and I want to talk to people that know what they're doing. There's a lot of people that I'm going to be reaching out to here in the near future. There's a gentleman that is one of my neighbors is his father, where I got my apples 2 years ago when I did canning, because I didn't do it this year because I think his wife had a stroke. So I did not get apples there this year because of that reason. But he does, he's been, doing trees for 40 plus years. So I want to sit down with him, and I want to do some talking about, trees, pear trees, apple trees, prune trees, all those type of different things, pear trees, because he has them all. And so I definitely want to be, sit down with him and talk about those type of things. I think that would be really, really cool. And so I'm planning on doing that. I also plan on sitting down with a local beekeeper and getting things set up so when the spring comes that I can set up my beehive. And so there's a lot of stuff. So I got some information gathering to do, and I do plan on sharing that with you guys because I think that that's important. Sharing information is so important. I think it's great. So that's what my game plan is. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here from now. I definitely want to hear your feedback on all this. Depending how things go with this virus, the coronavirus, tomorrow, I may talk about that in the live stream again tomorrow night. So look and see. I will be on for sure 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my live stream tomorrow night. So please join me for that. Excuse me. And we're going to... Yes, hello, Max. It's my shadow. What's up, Maxie? What's up? So please join me for that. So we will be doing that then. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So that's important to tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also, remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from doing it is you. And you see what he just did? He pushed him away because he didn't want him coming out to me. Max, you're mean. That was mean. Leave AB alone. So, anyway, stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you guys will be fine. You can accomplish whatever you want to. You can accomplish whatever you want, all right? So, I will talk to you all later. I hope everybody's having a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.